at the National Gallery of Art Museum in Washington, D.C., and we are looking at Mary Cassatt's The Coiffure, started in 1890 and finished in 1891. This is artwork number 121 of the Big 250, and the medium is color on dry point and acquainted on laid paper, a semi-popular artistic technique of the time.
The coiffure is 43.2 by 30.7 centimeters long. As we can see, there is a woman sitting down on a plush armchair in front of a mirror with her head down, adjusting her bun and getting ready for the day. Mary Cassatt made the woman not shown as sexualized to capture a more everyday moment of woman grooming herself. Mary Cassatt was focusing on showing women in their private and domestic setting with a sense of realism. In the mirror, we can see a part of the woman's face and some of her body. This reflection shows awareness and identity, and she is focusing on herself as she prepares. The light and the color in the reflection adds to the overall softness and depth of the artwork.
Now, at the time of this artwork, Europe had recently become very fascinated with Japanese culture and easily inspired by their artistic trends. This style contextually shows us really how much of this work was used from Japan. The name itself, coiffure, evokes a precise image of a wealthy woman in glamorous clothing, shown in this piece as getting ready to be glamorous. Mary Cassatt was born May 22nd, 1844, in Pennsylvania, into a wealthy upper-class family. She died June 14, 1926. She was best known for her prints of the social and private lives of women, with a particular emphasis on the innate bonds between mothers and children. Cassatt grew up in an environment that viewed travel as an integral part of a well-rounded education, so she was very socially experienced and personally very inspired by Japanese art.
Cassatt's idea in creating the coiffure was to capture the moment of a woman's routine. Unlike many contemporary art pieces that shows and depicts women in a sexualized way, Mary Cassatt made it to present the coiffure with dignity and realism. This art piece's whole function was to show a glimpse into a woman's private life and showing the beauty and importance of ordinary moments. The coiffure captures and celebrates the quiet and intimate moments in a woman's daily life. This piece of art is showing beauty and grace and portraying it in an act of self-care and really trying to emphasize private nature.
The coiffure has a way of impersonating tradition of showing light, form, and everyday things, but also from a male gaze. The male gaze is a feminist theory depicting women and the world in the visual arts and in literature from a masculine heterosexual perspective that presents and represents women as sexual objects for the pleasure of the male viewer. The male gaze was common for the time and used in many works. Though Cassatt uses the male gaze, she represents a change toward a more respectful portrayal of women. This change was important because it challenges traditional artworks with women. A similar artwork shown is The Bath by Mary Cassatt, made in 1893. This shows us her style and interest depicting women's roles.
This artwork highlights the contribution of female artists to show movement. Mary Cassatt's artwork paved a way for future women artists and to show important insight on the lives of women in the late 19th century. Mary Cassatt was one of the very few prominent female artists of her time, and her work focused on the lives and experiences of women. This helps us understand women's roles and what they did in the late 19th and early 20th century. The coiffure importance shows women's daily lives and tells us about Mary Cassatt's skill as an impressionist artist and challenges traditional art themes and understanding cultural context of that time.